So I'm back from LA and I have a lot to share with you. I'm not going to share it all tonight because we will be here till tomorrow. But I do have like one key piece I'm going to share with you tonight, and then we're going to keep going from there with the calls. I wanted to make a couple of announcements. So one thing that I learned is being a leader, I knew this, but it was reiterated that being a leader means more than just helping you guys get to a certain point. It also means helping you become leaders yourselves. So I just want to make sure that everyone, two things, as you're bringing people in, make sure you connect them, to the upline and get them training with you. So like right away, if you have somebody that you're adding to a team page, you don't have to do this in Fit Mama, but I see Tanya, so you would like maybe send Amanda a message and me a message, hey, I got this new person, so we know to be on the lookout. And then we can help you get that person really going. And then the other thing is, if you are, let your sponsor always know where you're at. So basically, whoever you're working with, whether it be a success partner, another coach, like an upline coach or whatever, just kind of always, not that you have to tell them every day like what you're doing, but it's that, is it Jerry Maguire that it's like, help me, help you? Is it Jerry Maguire? It is Jerry Maguire. So, so your sponsor can't help you if they don't know what's going on. So just make sure that you are using that avenue as much as you can, okay? And that was that was a lesson for us there, that it was like, oh my gosh, it's baby doll. Baby doll. Hi, honey. Oh my gosh, she's so happy. But that was something they were talking to us about too, is like, what can you do, for your leader to get what you need? And basically it's, make it easy for them. Let them know what you need from them. Be the one that asks for a call or help with a group or whatever it might be. Okay, go to bed. I don't know the February challenge packs yet, but they should be out. I think it's 3 days, so like the 28th. So they're coming. Like we're gonna know soon what they are. But the month is not over, so really follow up. Like the end of the month is follow-up time. I don't spend a lot of time trying to get sometimes it happens with a new conversation, but a lot of times I have found that those end of the month points come from follow-ups. So what is she doing?
Not going to bed.
Okay, good night. Sophia was just over here dancing, and I'm like, what's going on? So, make sure that you follow up anyone that you've talked to at all about Beachbody, people that even have liked things, commented, been in a free group, asked you about it, you didn't hear back, all those things. Like I followed up yesterday. Sometimes I'm tricky. Like you got to get tricky. So I followed up yesterday. I'm waiting to hear from someone who did my free group, did my shake group, wants the shakes. I gave her challenge pack options. Crickets. So she lives in California and I was just there. So I messaged her. That was kind of like really in line, a very easy way to talk to her without mentioning shakes. And I was like, hey, you know, I'm like, I just got home. I'm like, I'm so jealous of your weather. You know, I know it's nice out there, but to actually be there in January, sitting outside eating, I was like, you guys just really have, you know, it was surreal. You guys have it really good. And, you know, right away she was like, I'm still thinking about which challenge pack, you know, she brought it up. So you know, try to think of other ways too to talk to them if you can. But we also have the pressure of the price. So it's very easy to just be like, hey, you know, I do this one too when it's about the sale and the price in the end of the month. I hate to be a pain. I always say that one. I hate to be a pain, but I just wanted to make sure that if you are going to be doing the program that you get the sale price, you know? So, or I'll be like, I hate to be a pain, but I am starting to put the group together and I just wanted to know if you're a yay or a nay, you know, and I give them a little wink or something. Rob, I don't know if you'll send a wink, but you could. So, you know, you definitely, like, they say the fortune is in the follow-up. And when I actually embraced that, everything turned around. You know, I started hitting Success Club every month because it's all these balls in the air and it's like, it's the last thing on their to-do list, you know? Even if they really want to do it, it's the last thing on their to-do list to actually order it. So, follow up. Oh, another trick I've learned. This is awesome. So when someone's like, yep, I'm going to do it, and you send them the link, and then you look, and they didn't order it, and you look, and they didn't order it, and you look, and they didn't order it, I put them in the challenge group and introduce them. And I'm not like, hey, I'm going to put you in the challenge group. I'm like, boom, Bonnie Chan. Guys, welcome Bonnie Chan to the group. As soon as her order comes in, she's ready to hit the pavement with us, and then it's like, you know, and then they order. So that works too. I wouldn't do that if someone hasn't said yes, but I do that with the people I've sent it to. I just put them in the group, man. If it's hammer and chisel, put them in the group, introduce them. I did that to someone last week. She bought it 2 days later. So, you know, it kind of just, and, you know, you're not, like, they think that you think they ordered it, kind of. So it's like, it's really they're like, oh no, she thinks I ordered it. I did, you know, it's kind of, I don't know. I guess it's tricky, but listen, sometimes you have to trick these people into getting fit. You know what I'm saying? They'll thank you for it. All right. So what I wanted to talk about, like the theme of this leadership conference was, I guess it wasn't the only theme. The theme was leadership, but the basic, like, it all was around Success Club. And they just drove how, you know, you have to be hitting Success Club, and then you have to be teaching your coaches how to hit Success Club. So the themes of our little calls for the near future are going to be based on how to do that, how to hit Success Club every single month, okay? So we're going to start with the basics, which is the daily disciplines. Now, I'm putting this doc together. It's pretty much done. I just want to, like, add and subtract a few things. And then it will be in the team page files. And then what you guys can do is you can use it, you can edit it, you can take it and make your own. But these are the things that I've compiled from many different coaches and myself of what works, and made like a list. You know, sometimes we call it the power hour list, okay, or the BAT. I am going to add a few things to it, but that's what we're going to look at tonight. And that's what I want everyone to commit to doing, is these daily disciplines, 5 to 6 days a week. Okay? So, I'm going to share the screen. It's going to get crazy. Share the screen. There it is. Okay. So I put here that, you know, you can put the date. I like to write things, so like I would print this out and I'd have it for the week, and I'm going to have like a little binder and check it off every day. But as you can see at the beginning here, I have your contacts. Because this is, if you cannot do anything else in the day to build your business, this is what you need to do. So if you've heard of the book Eat That Frog, Eat That Frog is all about, you know, you do what's hardest or what you want to do the least first thing in the morning. Bam. First thing in your day, you get it done. For me, it's this. I still, you know, if I let the day go in the morning, once I've had that coffee, I'm like, good morning, hello. You know, you can hear it through my message. Like if I'm pounding out these messages at 10 o'clock at night, I'm like, hey girl, nice to connect with you. I'll be seeing you around face. You know, like it's not the same. In the morning, I'm much more creative. I can personalize it. I can, you know, say hello and be more genuine. Like it's more I want to be doing it than I have to check it off my list. So if that means, you know, getting up literally 10 minutes earlier to bang these out every morning, I highly suggest it. However, with saying that, if it's 10 at night and I didn't do it, I do it. I still do it. So these are the things that you absolutely have to be doing to build your business, because it's the connection of this with the posting that continues to build your network. It's all the people that you talk to privately. So I'm going to give you an example. So I haven't fully read her message yet, but I've connected with someone. She's doing the 21 Day Fix. I talk to my challengers every single day, their first 21 days of the 21 Day Fix. I private message or text, whatever way they want to communicate, literally at least the first week every day, and then at least every other day. I check in and talk to them. And then what happens is we form a relationship. We become friends. We talk about other things too, like, oh, you know, I was cooking and funny story about their kids or something like that, you know, and then I tell them a story about my kids. So we connect. So by the time I'm at that point that I'm going to ask them to do a sneak peek, it's really comfortable, and it's comfortable for them too. And they're actually happy that I'm inviting them. So today I messaged someone that she just would be such an awesome coach. I'm like salivating to have her join us. Like she totally would fit in. Like she's same energy as us and everything. And, from talking to her each day, I asked her, now this is my point. I've been talking to her every day she did a free group. This month, I've talked to her almost every single day. And I messaged her about the coaching, and she wrote back, I'm actually looking for another job right now. Now, my point is, she wasn't going to say it to me because the other person sees you as this something they love to be but don't think they can be. So, oh, you're on it, you're a leader, you're positive, you have good ideas, like all these things they see in you. And it's a really confident person. There are people out there that will say it to you like, hey, I'm thinking about coaching. But most of the time, 9 out of 10 times, it's almost like calling somebody and being like, hey, can I come over for dinner? You know what I mean? Like, it's odd. Like you really want to go over for dinner, like be like spend time at their house or something, or, you know, but it's like, you're not going to do that. But if they call you, you're going to be like, oh my God, yeah, I was just, even you might say that. I was just thinking, I'd love to get together with you, you know, and you're a really good cook. And then you ask me to dinner, you know, but you're not going to say it no matter how much you're thinking it. 9 out of 10 people wouldn't. So my point is, you have to say it. You have to do it. You have to invite. And just be happy that you have this screen in front of you. You know, you're typing. You have time to think about what you're going to say. You have time to read it before you send it. You have time when they respond to think before you reply. You have time to take a screenshot and ask me or Amanda or Joanne or Jen or anybody, hey, what would you say back to this? You know, like you're not face to face. You're not on the phone. I mean, if you're good face to face, more power to you. But I think this is such a nice buffer for you to work on, you know, talking to people. So that's why I have those contacts up there. If you're going to do nothing else, you're going to do that. You're going to add 2 new people, say hello to 2 new people. And those are usually, for me, you know, I actually do more like, I add like 5 and I say hello to like 5 to 10 a day, and I follow up with 5 to 10. But when you're just starting, 2, 2, 2. That's all you got to do. 2, 2, 2. It's all you got to do. 2, 2, 2. It's all you got to do. Matt's sitting right here. He just stared at me like. All right. So remember that in your head. You'll be singing it while you message. Another little cute tip they gave us. So our presenters were Michelle Myers. She's such a cutie pie. I love her. Like, I want to be friends with her. Very down to earth, nice lady. I don't think she's in the top 10, but like she kept calling herself Beachbody Old. She's been a coach for like 7 years. One of those like salt of the earth people, you know? And then we also had Melanie Mitro as a presenter, and then Bonnie Engel. And Bonnie, I lost my train of thought. It'll come back. Bonnie told us, what was I going to tell them that Bonnie told us? That she told us a lot. All right, I'll come back to it. It's going to come back because I had it as a point I wanted to tell you guys. All right, so here's your first things that you're going to do. And then you have your workout. And I have here, like, if you're really super, like, you like to look and see it done and stuff, like, you can write, like, you know, today I did, you know, hammer. What did I do today? Hammer, power, and something else. We did something else. Total body, you know, and total body. Doubled up today. Like, you know, you could write your workouts in there. Shakeology. I had, you know, tropical strawberry. You know, personal development. You could write what you did. Personal development. Just totally relax about it. Find something. Personal development is supposed to make you better at this and this. That's what personal development is supposed to do. It's supposed to keep bettering the inside. You know, we're bettering the outside with our shake, with our workout. I mean, the inside too, right? But personal development's for that mental side, that emotional side, the self-development. So, you know, make sure you're reading. So, like, if you're reading something, I did this for so long because I'm such a student. If I'm reading something, it's like I can't not read it. I have to finish it because I started it. But if you're reading something and you don't want to read it, put it down and find something. You will know it's the right personal development because you will want to read it, you know? So you'll be reading the book and it will fire you up. It will light you on. You'll be like, yes, this is me. This is what I need. So whether it's reading or Melanie Mitro, I loved, like, I just started doing this, and she said that this is what she does. And I was like, yes. She listens to it, and she listens to it when she's getting ready, because she's like, you know, when she's like taking a shower, doing her hair, getting dressed, driving. She said she toys with it during dinner. Like if she's making dinner and it's not family time, like the kids are, you know, somewhere else with her husband or something, like if she has windows like that. So when she's doing other things, cleaning, whatever, that's when she will listen. But the underlying theme was 10 minutes a day done consistently is sufficient. It is sufficient. And as you grow, you'll see if you need more, but at least do the 10 minutes a day. Okay. Post in any challenge groups you're in. I knocked that right out with Hootsuite now, which is awesome. Check in with current challengers via private message or text. I'm going to come up with like some kind of a schedule, and then I'll share it with you guys. Or if anyone's a good scheduler, I would love to see something. But like, you know, so like I said, my people doing a challenge for the first time, 21-day fix, I will check in daily. But then other people, it's more like, you know, if they're just coming off the 21-day fix, maybe twice a week. If they've done it 2 or 3 times, once a week. And if they're, you know, if they've been with me like 6 months, it's like every other week, that kind of thing. So, you know, it's this rotating, and sometimes it's hard. I'm not perfect at like hitting everybody, but I was thinking about like maybe having some kind of a schedule where you can put all your challengers in there, and, you know, I don't know. Okay, check in with your current coaches. And current coaches, like when you first, I still do this. Whoever I bring in that wants to work, like I'm their success partner for like at least the first month. Like I'm like, hey, I'm doing this group, do it with me. Hey, join with me. So like bring them along just with what you're doing. And then it's no more work for you, and you're training them as their, answer messages, texts and emails, check into the team pages, check into the coach online office. So what should you be looking for there? Your emails, your success club points. As you have a team, the sponsorship drill down. I don't think anyone's here is on at that point yet that you have to check your sponsorship drill down every week, like for your rank. But yeah, the sponsorship drill down, that little news thing that kind of gives us all the highlights of what's going on, kind of know what's going on, know what's on sale, know if you don't know the prices of things, spend 5 minutes a day researching a new product, and get to know the products, and know how much a Body Beast challenge pack is, or that kind of thing. Check into any training groups, work on any projects you have. So, projects are like planning a free group or, something like that. Like and comment on posts of prospects, new prospects, and new friends. So I'm talking about those lists that we talked about on that last call, that you would have your lists of your prospects, your new prospects and friends. So you want to go through those lists and make sure that you're engaging with those people. And then I am going to add a couple things in there. Like I'm thinking about your leads, like going through your posts and, writing down who's liked them, keeping your lists of, we learned a lot about like keeping lists of people and a written list so that you have like okay, all my challengers, everybody I've ever talked to, like, and then you can, you know, I don't know, Bonnie Ingle said she never takes anyone off the list. And I technically don't either. I know I was like saying like you move people from the top prospects off to the prospects, but you know, usually I do invite relentlessly to free groups and stuff, but she was especially talking about like challengers. So people that have ever done a challenge with me, if anyone's ever done a program, you know, bought anything through me, they are in one of my groups. I keep them in the group. Even if they haven't said boo in over a year, they're in there because then I can look back too and I see them there and it reminds me to check in and say hello, and that's just kind of how I do things. But so as you can see, the list is not complete, but I'm going to finish it up tonight and post it so that you guys have it. And then, like I said, you can use this one. You can, you know, tweak it. You might use it now, and then when you have a little bit of a bigger team, you'll find what works better for you, you know, and make something your own. But I like this here because you can write in the names of the people you added. You can write in the names of, you know, names of everybody here, make some notes here. And then like this piece, like, or comment, like if you see someone had, like I would write in here, like new baby, you know, new baby, one, I actually would write new baby boy. So I remember that they had a boy, you know, 126. Because I'm going to invite that mama to a free group in 6 weeks. That's what I do with those new baby mamas. So, you know, like new babies, new house, like, and it also gives me ideas of like what to say to them so if I'm looking for, you know, if next month I'm opening this up one day and I'm like, okay, who am I going to say hello to today? And what am I going to say? I can look back through my lists and find like, oh yeah, she had a baby. I'll check in and be like, hey, how's it going? You know, with the new baby, blah, blah, blah. So it gives me something to talk about, which is really cool too. So you'll have this whole, you know, binder basically of data of who you've talked to through the year. Uh-oh. Go.
What's the matter, bro?
Noah's up. Okay, so that was, I still can't remember what Bonnie said. I don't know. I guess it wasn't that important. I wish I could remember because it was good. But I will remember. You know what? I have my notes. So does anybody have any questions about those or think there's something like pressing that could be added to it? Something that like maybe you do that you think should be done every day? Questions or concerns? Do you guys find it hard to message people? Rob, you don't? That's good. It's just what comes naturally to you. So, you know, one really good book for talking to people is How to Win Friends and Influence People. And that's a good one. It's a long book, but a light read. So you could definitely listen to that and not be too, you know, so if your motivation's good and if your motivation's good and that's not like what you need and you really need to be like, it's like more like, what do I say? Oh, yeah. So we're going to have a call on that too. Amanda's going to share with us like some tips on what to say in certain situations. But just remember, like, I totally struggled with what to say and how to say it and all of that. And I mean, I can share with you what I say, but you're going to just have to you have to go through it a little bit and find, like, it's once you find your voice with it that it really starts to click, because it's you talking about it. And all it really is your self-confidence with it, where you're like totally zoning out what they think, or I would always be like, and I still get like this with certain people, I'm like, I can't do it, and it's what holds me back is that they're going to be like, oh, who does she think she is? Like, what she thinks she's going to help, like, she thinks she's like this, I don't know, like some kind of hot ticket who's, but you know what I mean? Like, who does she think she is that she's going to help me? Like, how, like, what makes her, that kind of thing. So, I struggle with it too. I definitely struggle with it too. I mean, I've found my way with it where, I take longer because I need to be comfortable and I need to be like, feel a connection to be able to be myself when I say it. But that doesn't happen if you don't try to make those connections. So, messaging people and being kind of like the friendly face of Facebook, where you're private messaging on birthdays and private messaging to congratulate on a baby or a house, or, you know what I mean? That's where it starts. So let me see, Bonnie Engel. Okay, no. Yeah, I mean, she was talking about when whatever you're doing, like, you have to back up, which I was talking about a little bit. You have to back up your private messaging with your public posting. Like, that's basically your whole dynamic for your business. You're showing yourself to be you're showing who you are. You're showing who you are in this. And then when you're private messaging, you're backing that up. You're being, you're showing confidence by saying hello. You're being a leader. And then it's vice versa. Now you've private messaged them and they're going to go to your page, and your page is going to back up what you're saying, that you're saying you have some yummy recipes to share, that you're really motivated with the workouts, that you've lost, you've had success, or that you're feeling awesome, or whatever it is that you're saying. When they go to your page, it's consistent. Yeah, I don't know what I was going to tell you about Bonnie. It'll hit me like when I get up in the middle of the night for some reason. I'll be like, that's what it was, guys. All right. Well, one more thing I wanted to tell you. So Carl started it all off, and he really spoke to me because I'm totally, and I'm going to put Matt on the camera for this, but Matt, he hasn't heard this. I haven't told him this yet, but Matt is going to back me up here that this is totally me. So he said,
this is your big moment. You don't want to mess this up.
I know. he said, train yourself to be relentless. And more importantly, to recognize when you're not being relentless. So Matt is going to vouch that I am relentless. Right, babe?
Cookie.
I am like, this is definitely a strength of mine, but I've taken it and I've made it a superpower. So you at least need to make it a strength. And if it's a strength, then the word for it is consistency. And everyone can be consistent, because I just gave you the list, right? All you got to do is the list. Bam, you're consistent, right? The next step is relentless, and I'm definitely relentless. But I think everyone can be relentless, because what happens is when you're consistent and you have the taste of it working and the success of it, that's what drives you to be relentless, to keep going. So, and then the other thing he said is, our business is very unique. It's very special. Wealth creation is possible when you solve a problem for people, which is exactly what our products do. And he said, if you focus on the people, focus on helping people transform their lives, your business will grow and you will have the wealth you seek. And I almost cried, but I didn't. But it's true. So, the transformations, like, it's obvious we want a team and we want, all of that. But I've always focused on the products and the business opportunity. There's nothing wrong with it, and there's nothing wrong with even leading with that. But I think it's hard if you lead, I think we all know it's hard. It's almost impossible to lead with money, because nobody makes a lot of money for a while. Nobody. I didn't, nobody does. So if you tell people like, hey, come on, you're going to make all kinds of money, or come in this for the money, if they're coming in for the money, is my point, then it's hard, because after 3 months, they're going to be like, I'm out. I didn't make the money. But the great thing, like he was saying, like in network marketing, it's the money. Like the money is what all of these network marketing companies have to use. And it's, they have a harder battle than us. So we have the products, like we have the tools to get the transformation, to help people, and we don't have to lead with the money. We can say, like, do this and you're going to feel awesome and you're going to reach your goals. You're going to get off your blood pressure pills. You're going to, we can promise all that. And in like 21 days, a lot of that's going to happen if they do it, and they're going to do it because they have you. So I really liked his talk, because it's always been how I have led. It's always been my focus, and it's never steered me wrong. So that was kind of his big spiel. All right. Now I've talked about something I wasn't even going to talk about tonight, so I'm going to stop. Anybody have anything to say? Do you guys like those daily disciplines? Kind of? Checklist of some kind? All right. What are you going to say? No. That chart's terrible. Ah, Muriel. No, I hate it. But, at least having something that to do each day, it's going to help you. And if your power hour has to be 2 half hours, do it that way, but definitely get those messages out. Oh, that baby Bonnie, he's so cute. Hi, Bubba. I feel like he's waving to us, but he's just trying to get the phone. All right, guys. Well, if nobody has anything, then I guess that's a wrap. I'll post the recording, and I think I also have the other recording. I think we never posted it, so we'll get those both up.
Which one?
Like 2 weeks ago. Oh. All right, guys, and I'll have the February schedule up soon. Oh, and the sneak peek. So the sneak peek, I don't think many of us have people. Try to get somebody, all right, and let me know. And I'll definitely at least recruit a couple of you to post in there if I only have a couple coaches with people in there. So, oh, I'm glad to be back. Thank you. I missed you guys. Oh, good, Joanne. Okay. I'm going to write you down. It's going to be me and JoJo running the sneak peek. All right, guys. Well, good night. See you in the team page.